everybody, it's Mrs. Colby here. It's a great day because we're going to start a new book today. And if you were with me with the BFG, we were going to do Bob, and we are going to do Bob, but we're also going to stick a couple of our most popular series books in. Like if you were coming to a level J, a level K, a level L, we're going to start reading one of each of those books that you can find over there, mixed in with some of our harder books too. So it doesn't matter what age you are to listen to the BFG or one of the bigger chapter books. And it doesn't matter what age you are to listen to books that are J, Ks, and Ls either. Look at me. I read them all the time. So this is Horrible Harry and the Triple Revenge. And luckily in the library we have a lot of Horrible Harrys. We have at least one giant basket full of them. Super fun characters. And the good thing I like about them is I'm a person who likes to go to the next book and have the same characters because I miss them when I get done with the book. So this is called Horrible Harry and the Triple Revenge by Susie Klein. And there are a few black and white pictures in there. And the pictures are by Frank Remkowitz. So that's good. There is a blip on the back, and we always want to remember to read the blip because it gets our brains to start thinking about the story. And if you ever notice, your brain is going to start talking to you right away and wanting to have a conversation with you when you're reading the story. And you should do that. Listen to your brain talking to you. Sometimes they're even obnoxious. Your brain is like, oh, hey, we played baseball. Oh, remember when we had a frog? Oh my gosh, you've had a lollipop before. And so sometimes we have to go, whoo, tone it down just a little bit. But this says, Horrible Harry has caused a lot of trouble at school, but he's never declared triple revenge on a classmate before. When Sid ruins an origami insect that Song Lee made, Song Lee is his friend, Harry defends her by targeting Sid for some serious revenge. No one knows when, where, or how, but Harry is determined to get Sid back. Will it be on pajama day when the kids wear their night clothes to school? Will it happen in room 3B? Or will Harry's horrible revenge mean Sid is the only one not invited to Harry's 9th birthday party? So we have a lot of good characters. And it says Horrible Harry, but Horrible Harry is not really so horrible. He has a best friend, Doug. Song Lee is his friend. You'll get to know the characters. Here's a table of contents. And when you start reading chapter books, it's always important to go to the table of contents page and read through the titles. Some of them will just seem funny, and it makes you intrigued to get to that chapter to say, wonder what that's going to be about. Chapter 1 is called The Ball and the Bug. Chapter 2 is Snack Attack. Chapter 3 is called The Underwear Dare. Precisely what I was talking about. You have to read chapter 3 because you're going, what in the heck is the underwear dare? Pajama Day. The Third Revenge. Cow Patty Party. Woo! Horrible Harry's birthday cake recipe. And Lebanese cookie recipe. That sounds good. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1, The Ball and the Bug. My name is Doug, and I'm in 3rd grade. I write lots of stories about my best friend, Harry. So who's telling the story right off the bat? Listen to it again. My name is Doug, and I'm in 3rd grade, and I write lots of stories about my best friend, Harry. Can you tell that Doug is telling the story? He's telling about his best friend, Harry. He's the guy in room 3B who loves horrible things, slimy things, and gross things. His last name even sounds spooky. It's Spooger. Harry is also the guy who loves Song Lee and gets bugged by Sydney. But when something terrible happens at Southeast School, Harry always manages to make things better. Sometimes he even makes them fun. That's exactly what happened this week. It all started on Tuesday before school. Harry and I were just walking onto the playground. It seemed like a regular day. Mary was running up to everyone, making sure they had done their homework. Harry, she said, did you bring a wholesome snack, like our teacher, Miss Mackle, said? I brought 2, Harry bragged, a healthy one and one I planned to eat. Very funny, Mary groaned, and she ran off to find Ida. Hey, Harry the Canary, Sydney called from the ramp. Yo, Sid the Squid, Harry yelled back. Sydney came running over to us. He had something in his arms. You guys want to play with my brand new soccer ball? Sure, we said. Harry smelled the new ball and flashed his white teeth. It's leather. Sid beamed. Genuine leather. I get to kick it first. At that very moment, Song Lee joined us, and she was holding something in her hand. So there's Harry, here's Sid with his new ball, and there's Song Lee in the back. I made this yesterday with my father, she said with a big smile. Harry's eyes bulged. A paper praying mantis. How cool is that? Song Lee giggled. It's origami. Sydney started tapping his foot. Come on, you guys, we don't have that much time. Let's play ball. Would you just sit on it, Harry growled. Just cool your jets. Sid sat on his soccer ball and steamed. How did you make that bug? Harry asked Song Lee. Well, the directions are in my origami book. The praying mantis is on page 49, and it is the most difficult one. Time's ticking away, Sydney groaned. Harry ignored him. He was looking at page 49. Man, there's 100 steps for making this praying mantis. It takes time, said Song Lee with a big smile, and you need some help. Does your bug stand up? Harry asked. Yes, Song Lee said proudly. We watched her set the praying mantis on the asphalt playground. The bug stood up and didn't even tip over. Suddenly, the bell rang. Sydney jumped up and shouted, Thanks a lot, El Tweedo. I couldn't believe what Sid did next. He stomped his foot on the praying mantis, crushed it, and ran away with his soccer ball. Song Lee immediately bent down and picked up the crumpled paper. She held it close to her heart. I saw her brush away a tear, and then she ran over to line up. Who would do that? What that tells me about this Sid guy, not a super nice guy. Impatient, all about me, squashed her praying mantis, not even kind of thoughtful about people. Harry held up both his fists. Double revenge, I asked. Harry shook his head. No, triple revenge. Triple revenge? It's a biggie, Harry explained, and this time it means 3 consequences for Sydney LaFleur. Oh boy, I thought, Sid is doomed. Let me show you a picture. Here he is squashing the praying mantis. And here he is. Harry's going triple revenge. And Doug's going triple revenge. That's huge. Chapter 2, Snack Attack. When we lined up at the school door, Mary was the first one to notice Song Lee. Why are you crying? She asked. Song Lee shook her head. It's nothing, she whimpered. Then she wiped her eyes and didn't cry anymore. Song Lee hardly ever tattled. Mary looked back at us. We were the last ones in line. I bet Harry did something, she growled. Song Lee shook her head again. No, I'm fine, she said. Sydney was the first one to sit down in his seat and take out his writing notebook. He drew a soccer ball on the fresh page, and then he put a circle with a diagonal line. It looked like it said, no soccer. The rest of us got our notebooks, and I wondered when Harry was going to get revenge number 1. Right now, Harry was just glaring at Sid across the aisle, and I can imagine him going, staring at him. Good morning, boys and girls, said Miss Mackle. I hope everyone remembered a healthy snack. We're having a special visitor in a few minutes, and we want to be prepared. Harry reached into his backpack and pulled out 2 snacks. Both of them were wrapped in foil. One was round and one was square. Just as he was putting both in his desk, Sid leaned over and whispered, Can I have one? I forgot my homework. I don't want anyone to know. What nerve, I thought. El Creepo asking me for a favor? Sure, said Harry. I'll be happy to share. My eyes bulged. Harry was secretly handing Sid the square snack. What was Harry up to? Oh, thanks, pal, Sid said. Don't open it until you eat it, said Harry. Keep it fresh. Gotcha, Sid replied. I just shook my head. Miss Mackle went to the door. Oh, I hear someone coming. We all looked up and we heard singing in the hallway. Yum, yum, here I come, here I come, here I come. When it appeared in the doorway, Sydney yelled, Yikes, it's a giant apple. Dexter started singing to the tune of an Elvis song. It ain't nothing but an apple walking in a room. Snack attack, the apple boomed. When our class went pin quiet, Zuzu blurted out, "Who are you?" "Apple Man," the creature boomed. "I'm looking for healthy snacks. I'm given 1 point for each wholesome food. The class that has the best percentage of healthy snacks wins an extra recess." Everyone cheered and clapped, except Song Lee. She was just quiet. And Harry, he was looking at Apple Man's feet. "Those are Mr. Cardini's shoes," he whispered to me. I looked down and nodded. It was our principal, all right. He was the Big Apple. "Show me all your healthy snacks," Apple Man demanded as he walked up and down the aisle. "I have a banana," Ida said. "I have yogurt," Zuzu said. "Yum, yum," Apple Man replied. "See my box of raisins?" Mary replied. Dexter held up a carrot. Song Lee had kiwi slices. I had celery and green peppers. "Delicious," Apple Man said. "I love fruit and vegetables." Apple Man added tally marks on his clipboard for room 3B. When he came to Harry, everyone held their breath. Harry slowly unwrapped his snack. "Orange wedges," Harry said. "Grandma Spooger even left the white strings on them for me. I love pulp." "Yum, yum, yum in the tum-tum," Apple Man shouted. Finally, Apple Man came to Sydney's desk. And remember, Harry had passed him the little extra snack he had? And I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the chapter, but it talked about Harry bringing 2 snacks. One good and one he was going to eat. He waited patiently while Sid unwrapped the 4 sides of the foil. "I've got a healthy snack right here," Sid predicted. Everyone watched him unfold the silvery paper. Suddenly, the smell of chocolate filled the room. "Fudge," Apple Man said. "No points. No candy for snacks." Sid sat down in his chair. Everyone groaned. "Sydney!" Harry just made a toothy smile, and when no one was looking, he put out his hand. "I'll take that back now," said the squid. So that's what Harry's up to. Revenge number 1. Sid made a face and plopped the snack back in Harry's hands. Here's Apple Man looking at Sid. So now we know what the title means, Triple Revenge. Usually, the title of the story comes somewhere in the story and you go, "Oh, I get what that means now." You have to pay attention while you're reading. 1 hour later, Apple Man made an announcement over the intercom. "The winner of the snack attack today was Mr. Mulder's 2nd grade class. They had 100% healthy snacks, so they get an extra recess." Room 3B groaned and moaned. "We lost because of Sydney," Mary grumbled. We all had long faces except for Harry. He was smiling, and he held up 2 fingers for Sid. Sid had 2 more revenges coming. Oh my gosh. The next chapter is called The Underwear Dare. And that we will get to tomorrow when we come back. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to find out what the Underwear Dare is about. Looks like Sid's in some trouble. He's got 2 more revenges coming from Harry, who is trying to get revenge for Song Lee and her poor little origami grasshopper. So, okay, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Make sure you're doing some reading. See you back with Harry tomorrow. Bye, guys.